Peace and blessings, collective. Long time no see. Has it been that long? I posted on the 11th for the 111 energy portal, January 11th. Today is the 15th, so I guess it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been quite some time, actually. Like, I don't even know how to explain the energy other than just newness. Like, change is inevitable. Everything is new, everything is different, everything has changed for the better. The High Priestess. Yeah, that's literally the energy, is like just constant downloads and trying to, and I won't even say figure out, because there is nothing to figure out. Okay, we got a couple cards on the floor here. We have the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This Five of Pentacles energy kind of keeps showing up. I think it showed up in the 111 portal energy as well, where it's just this energy of, this is more of like a struggle, like a financial struggle kind of energy. But even then I read it more as the choice, like choosing, and notification that came up in that reading as well. Like, your phone is about to go off, so like take your time in this season, in this energy. Take your time here, because it's not going to be like this much longer. Like, you are about to, like, you've opened Pandora's box, and it's about to lead to so much fulfillment, but that also just means a much busier life. And I am seeing King of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. You've mastered the mindset that Source has essentially been like waiting for you to get to, in order for you to be able to handle all that is coming in for you. There's a sense of elevation, strength. Yeah, there's a sense of strength. And like with this major arcana energy, the High Priestess and strength coming out here, this is like big. Like, this is life-changing, self-actualization, major manifestation energy. Like, your life is not going to be the same. And I'm gonna, like, Q2, you're gonna start feeling like, oh, like, this is really, like, something has really changed. Like, you're going to see major differences, because I'm sure you've noticed, like, things about yourself, or like the way you respond to things, or the way you've been handling certain situations. I just saw a card flip over. Ooh, Nine of Swords energy. Like, yeah, like, things have come up where you would usually end up in this energy, like, sad, down, unable to look up and see the abundance around you. And like, even in this, there's so much imagery in this photo, because it's outdoors, but she's also just in the safety of her bed. But like, in her sorrow, it feels like she's exposed to the world. And you've encountered experiences like that in in your recent past that you can think back on, where you didn't respond like this, or if you did, it was so brief. Because that's both this Five of Pentacles and this Nine of Swords has very similar energy. Like, the energy of feeling like you need to, like, because I want be secluded. The word that wanted to come out was recluse. Be reclusive. But you didn't respond that way, and you noticed that was like something different for you. And that's because you've made you're able to handle more. And there's that Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's a love connection, which has been coming out a lot recently as well, that if you're not already partnered, your partner is on the way. And if you are already partnered, there is going to be a spark, a harmonious spark. Bottom of the deck, the Fool, because it's a whole new journey. You're starting over, but you're not starting from scratch. I think I've said this in the past, like the energy of climbing to the top of a ladder and realizing there's another ladder in front of you. Once you get to the top of that ladder, it's like, yes, you're starting from the bottom of that ladder, but not from the bottom of your being, you know? But yeah, this is a whole new experience, a new spark. And like, listen closely to the downloads that you receive. Pay close attention to your dreams. Document, journal. Like, if you have an idea and you're like, oh my God, that would be really cool, write it down. Make sure that you document the things that come to you during this time, because they will come in handy for you in the future when you're at that point where you're seeing all those things around you change and you're being presented with these opportunities, and people are like, yeah, hey, come do this, come be at this event, come show up and do this thing, or like, hey, I'm having a pop-up, would love to have you there, don't really have anything specific for you to do, but I would just love to have your energy. And then you go back into your notes and like, oh, I wrote this thing and I did that thing, and oh yeah, I have this over here that I could do, and oh, maybe I could sing this, or maybe I could put some music behind me reading this, or you build you, like, and you've already been doing this. Like, if I'm talking, like, whoever I'm talking to, you already do this. Like, you have a massive library of original works that are sitting dormant, but they will be dormant no longer. Like, that's this treasure chest down here, though, that's your library of unpublished works. Those are your treasures that are going to bring you this self-actualization, because it's all you. Like, you've already done the work. Like, you put in the work, and you are now reaping the harvest of the work that you've put in over the last 6 years, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but it's giving that you've been working. It's been multiple years. Like, it was before 2024. Like, 2024 was the year of like culmination, where it like started to make sense. It's like, oh, I went through this. If I hadn't gone through this, I wouldn't think this way, or I wouldn't know this thing, or I wouldn't have, if this hadn't happened, I wouldn't have ended up living where I'm living, or, working where I'm working, or whatever it is. Like, 2024 kind of opened the door for you to see some of the interconnectivity between some of the things that you originally thought were one-offs. Like, and that's another thing. Like, in 2024, you realize that, like, you came into the realization that coincidences aren't just a coincidence. Like, it's divine alignment, it's divine timing, it all works together. Like, nothing happens on accident. There are no accidents. Everything happens exactly as it is supposed to happen, and even if it's hard, you take solace in the fact that everything is unfolding for your highest and best good, even if it hurts in the moment. And there's nothing jumping out here, but there it is on the split. The time is now. I transmute limiting beliefs into opportunities for expansion. Yeah, you're expanding. You are money and devotion. Devote to expressing yourself. Self-expression, authentic expression, is your money maker. Devote to watering your garden, to tending the seeds that you've planted. Don't poison your soil with outside opinions, is also what I'm receiving. Like, this is going to come from the inside. This is coming from the inside. You don't need to, and I'm not going to say you don't need to seek any sort of like additional learnings or any of that, because I can tell, because we're in the same collective, you enjoy learning and finding out new things and learning about the resources available to you. And sometimes that requires seeking professional opinions, or seeking advice, or seeking mentorship. And mentorship is also something that is a strong theme right now. Fear manifestations. Because that mentorship, they've been where you're going, so they can quell those fears. They can give you, and that you have to discern who your mentors are and who you choose to go to. But there's divine, and even with this Two of Cups, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. This could be mentorship, someone coming to hold your hand while you make this transition into whatever is next for you, into whatever you are manifesting. Your manifestations are coming in rapidly, but you have to take action, and it needs to be clear. Take clear, direct action. Any Like, get clear on how you, how do I say this? Be clear on how you view yourself. Like, be clear on what you're manifesting. Be clear on, here it is, be clear on what you desire to feel, because that's all you have the power over. Like, you get to determine how you feel, and you can feel that way now. Like, yes, you have these desires for these manifestations, but feel like you have them now. Feel it, and they will show themselves. Your feelings are what make you magnetic to the things that you desire. But it also makes you magnetic for the things you don't desire. If you are sitting in this fear and that's what you're feeling, you're going to attract more fearful experiences. You're going to attract things that make you question yourself. You're going to attract things that make you nervous about the future. But nervousness and anxiety are just disguised excitement or misplaced excitement. Flip the script. Like, yes, you don't know what's coming next, but take joy. Find joy in that. It's a surprise. It's a gift. The future is a gift, and you don't know what it is until you receive it. Allow it to show up for you. I'm going to take one more here. Take charge, 888. That abundance. The abundance is flowing in, and it's this action and take charge. Like, there are divinely aligned actions for you to take, and only you know what those are. And whatever just came to your mind when I said that, that's your next step. That whatever divinely aligned action just came to your mind right now, that is your next step. And don't overthink it. Do not be in your head about these actions. Be in your body, be in your feelings. Seek joy. Define your success as joy. If you feel joyful, if you feel ease, if you feel excitement, if you feel peace, then that is the right choice. You don't have to question that. You do not have to question how you feel, unless you are not taking care of your spiritual hygiene and you're around a lot of potentially negative people, or just a lot of people in general. Then it might not be your feelings that you're even feeling. But if you are taking the time to be in solitude, to be in and process, and really take the time to, well, what wants to come out is surrender. Take the time to surrender to self, surrender to source, surrender to divine timing, because it's all working out as it should. But all you're responsible for is taking the next divinely aligned step. The next step. Don't worry about the step after that if you have not taken the step in front of you. Take the step in front of you, and then take the step in front of you, and then take the step in front of you, and eventually you look back and you've taken 10 steps. But really it feels like you've only taken one, because all you intended to do was take the one in front of you. And then you took the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And before you know it, you have manifested all of these desires, all of this money, all of the love, all of the companionship, all of the mentorship, all of the material possessions, because what you're seeking is not the possessions, it's not the people, you're seeking the feeling. And once you understand what feeling you're seeking, you can begin to feel it now. And that collapses time. Because now you're no longer seeking, you are being. And your being is the key to your manifestations. Your being is the key to your treasure chest. Your being is the key. These go this way. Your being, your surrender, your trust is the key. Trust yourself, trust the divine, trust that your intuition is guiding you for your highest and best good, and that whatever your next step is, if your next step is to eat dinner, go eat dinner and worry about what you're going to do after. Think about it while you're eating, but go eat dinner first. Don't try to put step 2 before step 1. Don't think too hard about step 2 if you haven't done step 1. Start thinking about step 2 as you are completing step 1, not before. I do want, let's get a lightness of being affirmation, and then we'll wrap this up. I was gonna say played with, but I haven't shuffled my little cards in so long. I forgot how tiny they are. Epiphany, harmony. Do you dare wear your heart on your sleeve? Embrace fresh experiences. Newness. Everything is new. Everything is different. Everything has changed for the better. And so it is. Wishing you an abundant ascension, and I'll see y'all in the next video.